Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about hair color Dia Richesse and DiaLight from Loreal Professionnel. This color also is one of my favorite colors, because when you use this color, the hair often is better after coloring than before, and it's because this color is a demi-permanent hair color. What is the difference between a demi-permanent hair color and a permanent hair color? A demi-permanent hair color is working on the surface of hair. It's not coming deep in the hair, it's just open gently the cuticle of hair and fill the hair with pigment. A permanent hair color like Loreal, which is based on ammoniac, and Innova, which is ammonia-free but also is a permanent hair color. These colors are coming deep in the hair and make bigger changes, and also it can be a stress for hair. But of course the hair support the stress many times. Your hair will be still in good quality, but if you will use all time a permanent hair color on your hair, then in the long term your hair can become dry and damaged. But when can we use a demi-permanent hair color and when can we use a permanent hair color? We hairdressers, for example, when we color our customers first time, then we use a permanent hair color. But when our customer is coming back for a second coloration, we apply again a permanent hair color for the natural roots. But the rest of hair, which was already colored before, we apply all time a demi-permanent hair color. This is the right way to color a hair. And now let's see the difference between Dia Richesse and DiaLight. Dia Richesse is recommended for natural hair, and DiaLight is recommended for colored or sensitized hair. With Dia Richesse, you can lift 1 or max 1.5 levels lighter natural hair. With DiaLight you cannot lift. DiaLight is zero lift of natural hair. With Dia Richesse you can cover up to 70% of white hair. DiaLight is not recommended for white hair. Dia Richesse you can darken up to 4 levels on colored hair. DiaLight you can darken up to 2.5 levels colored hair. So is the difference. Dia Richesse is for natural hair, DiaLight is for colored hair. I also want to give you an example how I use Dia Richesse and DiaLight depending on the result I want to get. For example, when I make highlights, and as you know, when you make highlights it's coming some yellow reflex, and in this case I can use Dia for neutralization of the yellow reflex. But in the same time, if I want to make the natural color, which is between highlights, if I want to make the natural color lighter, then I can use Dia Richesse with 15 volume to make the natural hair also lighter. But when I want to keep the natural color, to not make the color lighter, then I use DiaLight only for neutralization of the yellow reflex. So you can use this color depending on the result you want to get. Also, when you will apply these colors on highlights, you will see the difference, that your hair will be much better quality. You will be able to comb the hair much easier than before. And now we can check the mixing ratio. Mixing ratio is the same for Dia Richesse and DiaLight, which is to mix 1 part of color with 1.5 parts of peroxide. And when we mix 1 tube, which is 15 grams, then we mix it with 75 of milliliters deactivator. And here we have 3 variants: 6 volume, 9 and 15 volumes. 6 volumes are 1.9% of peroxide, 9 volumes are 2.7%, and 15 volumes are 4.5% of peroxide. As you see with DiaLight, it doesn't matter what peroxide you use, the lift is 0, so this color cannot lift. You use this color only when you dye colored hair. So in this case I should recommend to use only 6 volumes, because anyway it will be the same result, and it's better to, in this case it's better to use the lowest percent of peroxide, because you will keep the hair in the best quality. For Dia Richesse, because you use Dia Richesse when you need to dye a white hair or to make a natural color lighter, 1.5 tones, then it's recommended most higher percent of peroxide. For example, when you dye a natural hair in the same level, you can use, or darker, you can use 9 volumes, or when you need to light the hair or cover up to 70% of white hair, then you use 15 volumes. And now we can check the color chart. But before that I want to show you 2 examples of dyeing blonde hair. For example, when you make highlights or you light all the hair, you want to give tone for the blonde hair. So here we have 2 examples. Here we have 1012, which is the lightest blonde ash iridescent, and we have 1021, which is iridescent, more iridescent than ash. Both of colors are cold colors, and these colors are the lightest colors in Dia. And often when you apply them directly on the hair after lightening, the hair can become too dark. In this case you can actually apply them for example between 2 and 10 minutes, stay not too long time, control the development, because if you will stay 20 minutes the color can become a little bit too dark, like you see here. But if you want to be sure that you will get the lightest blonde and the cold color, then you can mix it together with clear, which is transparent color, as I write here. For example, you take 1 part of clear, 25 grams or half tube, mix it together with 1012, also 25 grams, and mix it together with 75% of peroxide of 1.9%, or 6 volumes is the same, and the waiting time is up to 20 minutes. So I recommend you to use clear all time when you make the lightest blonde, because otherwise the blondes can become darker than you expected. And now let's see the color chart. We start with Dia Richesse, and here we have natural colors. We have clear also both in Dia Richesse and DiaLight. Actually clear is a very useful color. For example, when we dye our hair, it is more natural to make the roots darker than the length, and in this case we can mix the chosen color and apply it first on the roots, and in the rest of color we can add some clear and apply on the rest of hair to make the same tone but a little bit lighter. Dia Richesse has more natural colors, but in DiaLight we will find more blonde shades. And here we have two colors which are of poor pigment. We can apply them on blonde hair to make some more creative colors. And here also we have two colors of poor pigment which we can use on darker base, darker color. And now we can see the colors from DiaLight. Here you have the clear. Some colors I don't have them in my color chart because they come later, so I just print the colors. (911) also is good color for neutralization of yellow reflex. These colors which contain ruby lane or DM5, you should not mix with other colors, just apply directly without mixing. So guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to put your likes to support my channel. And also, if you have questions about color, you can write the questions below the video in the comments. And see you in next video. Bye bye.